Alvarez must go. The Green Party of Chicago demands that Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel and Cook County State's Attorney Anita Alvarez resign from their offices. Citizens of Chicago will no longer endure the corruption and lies emanating from the highest offices of the city. We deserve honest elected officials who protect and serve the public. Both Emanuel and Alvarez betrayed the public trust by suppressing the video recordings showing the shocking execution of 17-year-old Laquan McDonald by police officer Jason Van Dyke. Emanuel sat on the video until forced to disclose it by court order, and Alvarez took no action to charge Van Dyke for 13 months. While Van Dyke continued to be employed in the city, and Emanuel ran for re-election. The resignations of Emanuel and Alvarez are a start, but much more needs to change. Police violence is just one tip of the iceberg in a system that is part of a broader social and political failure, one which accepts mass unemployment, poverty, neglect, educational and social inequality, hopelessness, substance abuse, and crime that inevitably follow, all standing in sharp contrast to the city's towering temples of wealth. It is the product of a social and political order that relies on police violence and intimidation, not to solve the underlying problems, but to keep a lid on them. Fundamental change in Chicago demands these solutions. 1, a democratically elected police commission with the authority to investigate citizen complaints of police misconduct, hold hearings, subpoena witnesses, and impose discipline for misconduct, up to and including termination. 2, fair and progressive taxation, including a requirement that big financiers and speculators begin paying their fair share to support the city and state in which they do business, allowing city and state government to adequately fund schools and public services and create more employment opportunities. 3, a democratically elected school board in Chicago that will fight for high-quality public schools and equality of educational opportunity. And finally, raising the minimum wage to a real living wage adequate to support a family. The Green Party of Chicago is dedicated to electing officials who stand by our 4 pillars of social justice, nonviolence, ecology, and democracy.